mile, turn right onto East Van Buren Street. Turn right onto East Van Buren Street. Second left, then your destination will be on the right.
Connection issue or GPS issue, something like that. So you're gonna pull in, and she doesn't show, then I'll call her and find out where exactly she's at. And then when I pulled in, it looked like you were right over there biking. So like suddenly you flipped over there, so I was like, okay, so I pulled up right next to where it showed you were.
Oh, it did on my phone back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we can see the GPS, yeah, where your phone's at, but if the signal's not very good, then it messes with it. Yeah, it was like saying you were over here when I was first started pulling in, so. So because of the fact that a lot of times it gives signal issues like that, I've learned to just kind of pull it where.
When you said you're ready,
yeah, and then if they're not there, I can always move.
I know sometimes you look at you guys before you're mission.
Yeah, so that's yeah.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto North 32nd Street. Take a second right onto North 32nd Street.
What year is it, Melby?
2023. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Just it's not the best car. Yeah, it's just not the best car for this job. The gas mileage is not great.
Oh, really? That's going?
No. I live in a smart move right now. Not even less
Take
than
the next
that.
left onto East Windsor Avenue, then turn right onto North 31st Street. Take the next right onto North 31st Street, then turn right. Take the next right, then your destination will be on the right.
Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Thank you, you as well.
Be safe.
Thank you, I will try. Oh, you're fine. Thank you, you too.
Head north toward Thomas Road. Continue on Thomas Road for 3/4 of a mile. 1,000 feet, turn right at North 38th Street.
Oh, I unfortunately do not. Yeah. And is it conveyor? Yes. Bye, everybody. Yep. I'm gonna take care of my son, I guess. All right, 11011 South 48th Street. Yep.
Head east toward Thomas Road.
All right, do you guys happen to have a radio station you'd like to listen to along the way? Okay. What are you trying to listen to? I think that's 96. 5 or 9.
Turn right onto Thomas Road.
Oh. Well, there is a 90. 98.3. They're hip hop. They're the newer stuff. All right. And if at any point you would like me to make any kind of changes with the climate inside the car,
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto North 40th Street.
Oh, WhatsApp rather than WhatsApp.
Turn right onto North 40th Street.
No, it's fine.
Continue on North 40th Street for 1 mile. Turn left on East McDowell Road. Turn left on East McDowell Road. Continue on East McDowell Road for 3/4 of a mile. In a 1/4 mile, turn right on Arizona 143 South, State Highway 143 South, signs for State Highway 202. Turn right on Arizona 143 South, State Highway 143 South, signs for State Highway 202. Continue on Arizona 143 South for 4 miles.
I mean, they do go back kind of far, but not like, I'm trying to think. They cut off south of the baseline, and I want to say by Elliott, it should be fully open again, I believe. I've done South Mountain, one of the small trails, never done anything major. I'm too big on hiking. Yeah. And this is the time of the year where they're really waking up and coming out of their hibernation and all that. And then they're trying to lay eggs.
In half a mile, continue on to South 48th Street.
Surprising thing is, I've never seen a wild snake before. Yeah. Not a wild one. I found one time in my irrigation, but I'm pretty sure it was
South 48th Street. Then slide right onto the I-10 East ramp.
somebody's pet. Yeah, because you could hold it and it wasn't straight, it wouldn't attempt to strike you or anything.
Slide right onto the
So
I-10
it
East
was
ramp.
very used to being handled. And then I've seen a little itty bitty like garden snake one time. That might have been the closest, but I mean, I think it wasn't even bigger than an earthworm, so. Yeah, it was tiny. So I don't really consider that.
In a quarter mile, merge on I-10 East, US 60 East.
See, those things are so, what's that word I'm thinking of? Like they're not even the slightest bit of a threat. I would have let them stay in the house. That would be. And it is weird how the snakes disappeared. Like, that one that I caught in my irrigation, I was keeping it, but then it disappeared. And I'm pretty sure my mom or her boyfriend / husband at the time, whatever it was, I'm sure they got rid of it, but they deny it. But I do currently have a snake, and
In half a mile, keep left at the
I've had him 22 years now.
Signs for Tucson.
Yeah, ball python. And I learned the hard way just how good of an escape artist snakes are, because he's gotten out so many
Keep
times,
left at the fork to continue on I-10 East.
like outside the cage. And I mean, it's so crazy because I'll think, like I finally got him locked down super tight. There's no getting out for him. But in the past, before, like I learned some of the hard ways with him. Like they will find a way out. So there is the possibility that snake, when I was a kid, did get out. But no. Yeah, the first time he got out, and I really couldn't find him. I'd only had him about a year or two at that point.
In 2 miles, take exit
I lived in a 1-bedroom
47 Valley
apartment. So at the time, his aquarium was on top of a bookshelf, like a 5 foot to 6 foot tall bookshelf, right by my front door in my living room. I realized he was gone that morning. Quickly tried to find him, could not find him. Had to go to school and work and all that. Came home, I still couldn't find him. And I think it was that same day, but hours later, I went to go into my bathroom, and I had a stack of something in my bathroom. I don't remember exactly what it was. There was a stack of something in my bathroom, and I noticed the stack was knocked over. So I started looking around in the bathroom, close our living room, go into my bedroom, go all the way to the back of my bedroom, and then cut that way. He went from like one corner of my house to the other corner of my apartment, or one corner of my apartment to the other corner at that time. Now he's, because I never power fed him, and if you power feed them or whatever, you know, they would get to like this big and 6 to 8, maybe more, maybe even up to 10 feet, but I never power fed him. I never wanted him to get too huge. So he's roughly 5 to 6 feet long, but at the most only like that big. Oh yeah, he's big compared to like, you know,
In a quarter
what
mile,
you might
use the right 2 lanes to turn right on
consider,
East Elliott
but
Road.
I never wanted him to get too big because I didn't want to start feeding
Use
him
the right 2 lanes to turn right on East Elliott
bigger
Road.
animals. Because you know, I've seen where ball pythons are fed like rabbits and stuff like that. And as somebody who always wanted a rabbit as a pet, I couldn't picture buying a rabbit to feed the snake consistently too. He's brown, tan, beige, like a normal typical ball python, spots black.
In a quarter mile, use the left lane to turn left onto South 48th Street.
Yeah, there was another time the last time he got out. This is, I swear, the last time he's ever gotten out. My wife and I, we always used to sleep with our bedroom door closed so our cats couldn't bother us. And we opened up our bedroom door to an apartment one time, and our 3 cats were all sitting outside our door just staring at the closet because we had a linen closet right outside our bathroom door, and they were just sitting there staring at it. And I realized at that point that I looked over at his aquarium, saw he wasn't in it, went back to the closet and opened it up, and he was just sitting there in the middle, in like one of the middle shelves, just all coiled up. And if it wasn't for the cats, I don't know if I would have done it. I mean, he's always in his aquarium. He's no longer tame. I went through a period where I wasn't holding him very much, and he kind of reverted back to not being tame, so I can't hold him anymore, so he's always in his aquarium. He doesn't seem interested in the cats. When they first started jumping on top of his aquarium, he just never paid them any attention. I don't know why, but I've been struck, yeah. I've never actually had him bite and hold on, but I've had him strike me. At least a cool little like half oval of, yeah, because they're really sharp. Yeah, he bit onto my ex. He bit onto her finger and didn't let go. And I ended up having to leave work to go home and try to pry him off of her. Yeah, he would not let go of her finger at all. I guess I should take him as a hint. Because he's never bit me, ever. He's never bit me like that. But I guess I should take him as a hint that he didn't like her, so I shouldn't have liked her either.
Take the next left, then turn right.
Yeah. Okay. So I said turning in here, but yeah, it does have to
Turn
go
right,
further.
then you will arrive at your destination.
Yeah, I used to have a turtle as well. And one time I went and noticed he wasn't in his aquarium. I had the turtle's aquarium sitting on top.
then turn right onto South 48th Street. Turn right onto South 48th Street. Continue on South 48th Street for 1 mile. In a quarter mile, turn left to stay on South 48th Street. Take the second left to stay on South 48th Street. In 1,000 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Hello. I'm good. How about you? All right, Teddy?
Yes, I'm good.
All right. And Teddy to the van here?
Next thing.
All right.
Head
You
northeast
guys
on South
have a radio
48th
station
Street
you like to
toward
listen
East
to
Euclid
along the way?
Avenue. In a quarter mile, turn left onto South Point Parkway East.
And then if at any point you guys would like me to make any kind of changes with the climate inside the car, just let me know. So who's playing tonight?
I'll chat Nolan.
Never.
Yeah, they're pretty indie, I guess you could say. Just started out really low.
Okay.
It's, I don't know, this track is electro goth. Like, we're trying to use it very goth.
That sounds intriguing.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. Definitely a move.
Oh, the last concert you went to?
Slipknot.
Oh, how
Nice.
fun.
I had a chance to see Judas Priest not long ago.
Oh, nice. Was this just open or?
I think the code for it. I don't think we got this way. Yeah, you get the code and then go.
The right way to like go to weed.
Yeah.
I'll try a couple that I picked up along the way.
Oh, yeah? No shit, let's try. What was it?
2580. Pound 2580.
That sounds
And when you do a lot of Uber Eats deleries, and then you start doing this, you start letting some
Turn
little
left
chicks
onto
try.
South Point Parkway East.
funny. Must be, I guess, a standard code for the model or something like that.
That or people, at least in the past, people used to be able to create their own codes. So for purposes
If
of trying to
you
remember
the
them,
traffic circle, take the first exit onto Point Parkway West.
they would
In a quarter
create
mile
something
from the
simple.
traffic circle, take the
So
second exit onto Arizona Grand Parkway.
pound 2580 is just straight down the middle, yeah. And if that doesn't work, you can try going straight up. And then for some reason, like 1979 seems to be a good one. You can do pound 6969. That's another popular one. Yeah. But nowadays everyone will be that way.
Thank you. I was just turning around.
Exit the traffic circle onto Arizona Grand Parkway, then turn right onto West Baseline Road. Turn right onto West Baseline Road. In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto the I-10 West ramp to US 60 West.
Yeah, the couple times I've been there, I can't do that because I have a pet snake. So
Oh,
I'm like, nope, the ball python.
oh, nice. Those are good things.
Yeah.
Friend of mine had one of these
Use the
things.
left 2 lanes to
Like
turn left onto the I-10 West ramp.
5 meters long, something like that.
See, I purposely never did what's called power feeding mine, or feeding too often. So even though he's like 22 years old, he's only about like 6 feet long. I'm not sure what that translates to in meters, but he's only about 6 feet long. But
2 meters, yeah.
yeah, he's only about that thick around.
Oh.
Because I never wanted to get to the point where I was feeding him things like rabbits.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's hardcore.
Because I was like, the first time I ever saw a ball python take on a rabbit, I was like, oh, Foley can get that big. Oh no, I don't want to do that because I always wanted that rabbit. growing up, and now I'd have to be buying them just to feed them to them.
Yeah,
No
that's
thanks.
like a lot of too.
Yeah.
And when they're getting killed, it's murder. It's not pretty.
Oh yeah, the rats and the mice, you know, they shriek too. I would switch them over to the frozen rats, and if he was bigger, then I'd be screwed because I'd have to be going out and buying rabbits.
It is one, you know, like, they're strong.
Yeah.
And you carry it and it's starting to crawl around me like, I don't like this man. Get off me. Well, we really can't. It's up to the snake.
That is true. When they're that big, yeah, you don't have much say.
So my friend moved into a house
In
near
half a
South
mile, keep left at the fort. Follow signs for I-10 West,
and
US 60 West.
at like 4 in the morning, and she felt something on her foot. We don't know like a couple days, and they're still attacking. And at first she's like, oh, it's one of the cats. And then she just like had an instinctual reaction to like jump back, like just jump back in the car. And it was a huge ball python.
A ball python?
Yeah, so like ran outside and then like looked up like snake rescue, like someone come and get it.
Keep left at the
And
fort.
like, yeah, it's interesting. Like snake have like really interesting patterns on it. Like maybe it was someone's pet or something.
Well, they have to because ball pythons aren't native or even able to survive out here on their own.
So because of some other things going wrong with the house, like the moving of the landlord, like we have another house like on the street right here, so we moved out. So
Continue on I-10 West for 5
and then the
miles.
same maintenance guy came over and he's like, we found so many snakes in that house, like a dozen snakes. He's like, I'm not sure if they can breathe.
Wow, they had to live.
Yeah, but oh my god, my poor friend. She was so freaked out. And the cat didn't, and I found see her like a few days after we found the first snake. Like the cats were still being so weird, like all sitting around the baby and like switching their tails. Like they
Oh, yeah.
knew there was something still there.
Oh yeah, they do. Because the last time my snake got out was roughly, gosh, 12 years ago or so. No, even longer than that. I'm talking like 2007 and 2008. This is the last time he ever got out. My wife and I used to sleep with our bedroom door behind closed, so our cats wouldn't come in at night because I can't stand animals sleeping around me. And we opened our bedroom door, and all 3 of our cats were just sitting and staring at our linen closet. You know, it was right outside the bedroom door. I was just sitting there staring. And then I looked over at the aquarium and I noticed my snake had gotten out. He wasn't in the aquarium. And looking at the cats who were still just staring at the closet, I'm like, he's got to be in there. And I opened it up, and sure enough, he's just up in like one of the middle shelves, all just curled up. That's the only time they've ever paid him any attention. Otherwise, they don't really care about him. But
Like something is where it's not supposed to be.
yeah,
I guess I'm like that.
apparently so. Yeah, I can totally see them totally being on guard if there's multiple snakes in the house. They were totally on guard just for one snake.
Snakes live everywhere.
I named him Foley.
Holy.
Yeah, after the wrestler Mick Foley.
Nice.
I don't know how much longer I have with him. I've seen 2 different time frames on how long a ball python can live. I know I've seen, originally I swear I saw like 50 years when I first got him. Now everything I'm seeing is like 20 years or less, maybe up to 25.
I feel like I can't remember the famous book like everybody in school, but like someone has a pet, and it's based on a before, but they had a big pet python and it was like 30 some years old.
It's very possible, and that's where I'm kind of like, you know, I'm not sure because every time, because he's no longer tame either. I went through a period where I couldn't hold him, and after that he became unholdable. He strikes constantly. So as my kids have grown up, you know, they've never been able to hold him because he's no longer tame by the time they were born. And I always wanted to get like another snake that they could start to hold, and so they would get used to, you know, ball python and stuff like that, and not have fears. But when I was looking, and I would just see the lifespan, it would say like 20 years or so. And like that's really odd because I could swear when I first got him, he was like listed at 50 years, 35 to 50 years, something like that.
Maybe it's like the quality of the food.
Possible. Yeah, I mean,
In half
he's
a
just
mile,
the frozen
keep right
rat,
at the
so
fort to continue on US 60
unless I
West.
do something
Follow
with rats
signs for
now.
Flagstaff, I-17.
Yeah, my wife always used to hate it when I was still feeding him live. She's a huge animal lover, and she never wanted to see the rats before he ate them. She never wanted to watch it. And of course, I would have to watch it just to make sure that he wasn't being bitten when they were alive. Because yeah, they strike and wrap them up.
Continue for 3
Rats
miles.
still can bite. They will. And snakes can get infections easily.
I've heard you really might.
Oh yeah, he's had mites. Oh god, that was scary. Oh man, like I found out thanks to the bedding. Now I've never gone back to anything that resembled that kind of bedding. But
You just have to wash everything to get rid of that?
I totally ended up having to swap. It was almost like trying to get ticks off of him, and it was under his under his scales. He had one lodged between his eye. I was like, God, you know, it freaked me out. So after that, I made sure to stay away from any of that
In 2 miles, take exit
like
196 to 7th
jumbo
Avenue.
wood bedding. Because yeah, they said when I found out about that and you know brought that up, it is the moisture in the packaging helps keep those mites alive. And yeah, I never want to do that again. Where I'm picking like 10 to 15 or more of these things off them and peeling them out from underneath his scales and between his eye. And, what are those? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, I want a bearded.
Well, I had a beard guy for a really long time. He was really sweet, really smart, like the ass.
See, that's why I want a bearded. I want one so bad. And my wife was always like, we don't need one, but she kept seeing how they would react. Like every time when we would go to like Petco or anything, the beardeds would all like pay attention to me and they come up to the glass. It's just this weird thing when it comes to the beardeds. And finally she got enough. I guess she had seen some videos,
Take exit 196 for 7th Avenue.
you know, off of, I don't want to say Vine, but like newer than Vine, but not old enough to be TikTok, or you know, they were older than TikTok. But she saw videos where people were like doing things with their beards. She's like, okay, if we can figure it out on how old you can get a beard. I'm like, yay. But I'm always kind of traumatized. I had a friend who had a beard, and when I went and bought my
Merge onto West Maricopa Freeway. Then
snake
use the
for
right
my
two
house
lanes to turn right onto 7th
my
Avenue.
buddy also bought his bearded mouse, and I didn't realize, you know, that beardeds would be carnivorous like that. And I watched it like
Use the right two lanes to
chunk
turn
into the
right
back
onto
of his
7th
mouth.
Avenue.
And I was like, ooh. It took a long time for me to go, you know, I still kind of want one.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
Yeah, lots of people have beards. I really want one. That's like outside of one of those iguanas that can get pretty big.
I lived in an apartment complex in Mesa, and I swear, like, everyone had an iguana. But there were like 7 people who had iguanas. They let them out on the floor and see sunbathing, free sunbathing. It was huge.
Awesome, that's cool.
I know people in like Florida, that's pretty.
Well,
Florida,
Florida,
common there.
well,
But,
Florida,
like,
they're invasive actually. They don't belong in Florida. Same thing with all the snakes that got taken to Florida. They don't belong there either. So people are happy when those iguanas are dying and all that. But yeah, but I would love to get one of those iguanas and just take it walking. But yeah, that's what my wife would want. If she could have a choice of anything, she would get one of those big iguanas.
They're like cats. A friend of mine had one. He basically owned a cat. He would just hang out in his cat tree all day. Tell him that when he wanted to. Walk around, go back to the cat tree. Great.
That's awesome. Yeah. Maybe that's what my wife wants one.
Those are real like pink snakes. Those are pretty cool.
They're I'm trying to think what they look like.
Is that what you're playing?
I was gonna say
Pink snake. Think if I get to a snake, that's really cool.
yeah, I was gonna say I think that's why I never really wanted tea snake because they didn't really have much appearance to them.
They do pretty great patterns.
As I said, I've seen I think it was it's either them or corn snakes where I've seen that there are some amazing rarity patterns that I never even noted I known about before. But even then I find that those rarities can be very expensive. Oh yeah.
In 1,000 feet, turn right after McDonald's on the right onto West Van Buren Street.
And I want to kind of be mad at that, but at the same time I'm like, I can understand it. But
Take the next right after McDonald's on the right onto West Van Buren Street.
Well, like, the animals are happy and they're in a safe place. The same thing.
yeah, I mean it's not like yeah, as I say, you can't treat them so much like a puppy mill. So it's kind of like that same thing. Like I mean, as you said, if they're safe, if they're happy, then really what does it matter? But at the same time, you think of like the puppy mills, and you're like, I don't want to support that.
I know someone, they've always had rescue dogs. It's like, oh, I'm only going to have rescue dogs. And then they're walking this mall, like a place that, like, where the puppies become a puppy mill. And they follow a puppy. And they were just like, oh my god, I love puppies. And they were like, I know it's
Turn right onto North Fourth Avenue.
wait, I puppy mill. And I still have all my rescues.
Yeah, but you just
But you supported the puppy mill.
yeah, you just gave them money and made them want to do it again. Like
You can here.
as I say, technically I'm supposed to drop off on the other side.
Take the next right onto North Fourth Avenue, then your destination will be on the right.
Yes, I think I dropped you off down here. The lines are very nice. All right.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. You guys have fun tonight. Thank you. Have fun.
Head east on McDowell Road toward North Central Avenue. Before you fire up the grill, visit your neighborhood dashes for sizzling savings on top quality meats and key seasoned produce. This week only take home value packs of 90% lean fresh ground sirloin for only $3.47 a pound, limit 2. Get your rubs and marinades ready for value packs of boneless skinless chicken breast ribeyes on sale for just $1.97 a pound. And pick up fresh Cosmic Crisp or Honey Crisp apples or large maple oranges for only 98 cents a pound. Better deal, better flavor, better at dashes. In a quarter mile, turn right onto North 15th Street. Take the next right onto North 15th Street, then turn left. Turn left, then your destination will be on the left. In 500 feet, turn right onto North 16th Street. Take the next right onto North 16th Street, then turn right.
Good, how about you?
Not too bad.
Good.
Make some money.
Andrew?
Yeah.
All right, 4280 North Drinkwater?
Yeah. Very cool.
Head east on East McDowell Road toward North 16th Street.
All right, do you happen to have a radio station you'd like to listen to on the way?
Nah, I think you do. I think so.
All right, if at any point you'd like to make any kind of changes with the planet inside the car, just let me know.
Next day?
A little bit so far. I had a nice little gap between the last ride and you, and that's been kind of it.
Continue on East McDowell Road for 1 mile.
You normally just drive around downtown area or all over?
Yeah, all over.
Yeah, what's the best spots? Old Town's pretty good, right?
At times. Old Town is good for a lot of quick pickups generally. God, yeah. Outside of that, I can't say that there's like any specific great locations. Yeah, just wherever people are on any given time.
What about airport?
I mean, the airport's good. It just depends on how many other drivers are there.
Okay. There's different packages.
Yeah. I can go and I'll go and because I live pretty close to one of the airport queues,
Okay.
and I'll go and get into that queue if I see that there's like less than 5 drivers waiting.
Right, I know.
If there's more than that, I won't bother because I don't know how long that wait can turn into.
I see. Makes sense. Normally I drive myself, I put my car in the shop. But I stopped. Looked like the brake line went out. I was coming home from work here like about Saturday. I had to ran like 5 red lights. Unintentionally too, like even with having them in hazard and
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto North 24th Street.
No fuck, I'm gonna eat it.
Wow.
It was everything on, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous.
You're like third person in the last 2 days to have their car in the shop.
Yeah. It's great because I just got my shit replaced, like, because I have a
Take the next right onto North 24th Street.
Dodge, sports car and fucking, yeah, they, you just go straight faster, I promise. Everybody does that, how about it?
In a quarter
Oh, I
mile,
was
turn
thinking
left
of
onto
the
US 702 East Ramp.
It's faster, it's straight.
Continue on East McDowell Road for 5 miles.
Yeah, it's sport.
Well, yeah, I just paid like $1,500 for all my brakes, rotors, calipers, and all of a sudden the brake line went out. I'm like, what the fuck?
That sounds like somebody didn't do something properly.
Right, you're right, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, the last person that had something wrong with their car. She was telling me she was told that the Cadillac converter was clogged,
Oh, no shit.
and that they cleaned it out. But then within a matter of days, or a couple weeks or something like that, they did it again. So she took it from the dealer. She took it to the dealer last time, but this time she took it to somebody she knew. And they were like, it literally looks like all they did was maybe just, tap on it a few times to clear out the debris, and then told you it was good. But all that stuff clogged at first, I'm still in there. So she's like, yep, now I'm going back at the dealer, and they're gonna have to.
Well, that's what I did. So my first like service was from the dealer. So Like, hey, it's on y'all, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, at that point, clearly they didn't.
You want to keep a customer happy, or you want to give me a new car?
Well, either way, it's happy, I would say.
Right. I like my car. It's just like, keep going nice and cool. Like, I don't like when people pull up to you and race and shit. I don't know how I got found speeding ticket too. I was like to math class one day and got caught slipping on Grand. Man, I failed math 5 times, man. What do you expect? I was trying to fucking pass. It was that first day. Summer classes, they go fast as shit. You know, I was already 30 minutes late. I got caught doing 95 on Grand. It wasn't like I was trying to. It was just, you know,
Right.
I was trying to get to school. You know? Ain't it crazy when you try to do something right, you get caught? When you get caught up with bullshit like that. You do the wrong thing.
You try to do something right, but you're going nearly
honestly,
double
I'm
the
trying to
speed
do something for the
limit.
betterment of myself.
That is true,
You
but
know, like, I'm not out here, you know, doing anything bad, harming nobody.
well, twice the speed limit could harm somebody.
But, you know, you get the point. Like, I'm not selling drugs, I'm not, you know, robbing people, I'm not, you know, doing anything fucking malicious or nasty.
Right.
I'm just trying to get education.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
But it takes that one
Right.
mistake.
Right, no, I agree. I get how dangerous it can be.
Oh yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, all the things I could have been doing. Shit.
Who cares about me doubling the speed limit?
Right, exactly. Shit, if it was the freeway, you would have left me alone.
That is unfortunately true
Like,
nowadays.
you would have left me alone.
Yeah, I used to.
And Grand feels like a mini freeway, man.
Well, because it technically kind of is.
Right.
Yeah, no, I used to. So going back to pre-2010, I would say,
Uh,
I always drove 10 miles an hour over the speed limit, up to 15 at most. And I was always flying down the freeway. Always. I was passing everybody, all the time. Now I do the 10 over, and I'm still the slowest person on the freaking road. I'm like, come on!
Everybody's speeding, man. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's so annoying when I'm going, like, 'cause I'll set the cruise, because to avoid the ticket, if you just go, like, less than 10, you're fine. So I set the cruise control at, like, let's say 74.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'm, like, the slowest person on the fucking freeway. I'm like,
How's that possible?
when did this change?
Right.
Because I used to.
It definitely is.
Yeah, 74, I used to be the fastest one on the freeway. Now all of a sudden, I'm not
I
even
drive
close.
fast as hell nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Like, super fast. Yeah, man. I believe it. I wasn't even mad. I was just like, are you serious?
Yeah, it's always that one little thing, and then you're just like, fuck.
You know?
Because I was going.
And he's like, man, I could have took a joke for this. I'm like,
Oh, you didn't do that? That's
nah, he
good.
did it. I got lucky.
Yeah, that's good.
He's like, I could have took a joke for this.
I got busted doing, before the 202 got flipped to 65, and it was 55, I got busted doing at least 80, coming from the 10 over.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they cuff you or anything?
No, he actually wrote me a $32 ticket.
Oh, wow.
Like, I think it was because he couldn't actually clock me, because I came, you know how the 10 has the 202 interchange,
Yeah.
but you got the split, you have the HOV lane,
Yeah.
and you have the other ones. I took the HOV lane.
So that's how I got you.
Well, I was on the HOV lane because this was during the time the HOV lane was open.
Okay.
But as I'm flying down that, and I'm, you know, on the 202, I caught wind of him coming onto the 202 from like the 51 exchange. So he was coming back, so he could see me flying, but I don't think he was expecting to see me flying, so he didn't have anything to track me. And I was looking to get off at like 40th Street anyway, so I started working my way over, but I was just like, I let my foot off the gas at that point. And at first, when I got all the way over, there was a semi blocking us. I was like, okay, hopefully he's not coming after me. But then I saw him whip around the semi. I was like, shit. So when he caught up to me, I was doing like 65 in the 55, so I was still speeding.
So that's how you were pitching.
Right, but he was like, man, you had to be going at least 80. And I was like, I honestly, you know, wasn't paying any attention. My girlfriend at the time, it was her car, and she was getting off work, so I was heading to meet her, and I was running.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'm just trying to get to my girlfriend, but she's getting off work, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, he just wrote me like a criminal speeding, it was like a $30 ticket. But even, like, he didn't write that he clocked me at over 80, but...
Yeah, my ticket was
Oh, yeah, well, we both knew I was 180, because I was 180. I've learned if you can play dumb enough with the cops sometimes, then, you know, as long as you're honest, but also dumb enough.
You know, it's funny too, because I felt like the cops were trying to cover me.
miles, turn left at 64th
He had to have asked me 5 times, where do you go to school at? I drove at 6:30 in the morning. I just told you I go to GCC. Oh, you go to ASU West Campus? I just told you GCC. What do you mean? Like,
I was probably trying to get you
like yeah, like I was trying, like I was doing something bad or something. It's like,
that or impaired in some way.
right. It's like, I just woke up. It's fucking 6:30 in the morning. Like, relax. Here's my license. Here's my
Continue on
insurance.
North 64th Street for 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
Relax, man. And I picked up on it too. It's like, dude, I'm not. Oh, man, y'all.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to get you slip up so he could potentially get you for
Call,
something.
get me out of the car or something.
I mean, technically, he already had that
Right.
with the criminal speed or the felony speed anyway.
Right.
I think he was just trying to see if there was something more.
And it's like, dude, I have a weed, man, but like, what's that?
Well, this ain't it. This ain't it. Nothing.
Right, exactly. If you're looking for something else, I ain't got it. I'm not him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, now. It was funny as fuck, though. Like, he's like, no, how fast you want? I was like, fast enough to get the mad class. Look at me. So I don't like the mad class the first day. Alright, look at your license.
Yeah. So I know when I get busted, so I don't even try to fight with it.
Yeah, that's me too.
I was going,
You got me, bitch.
Yeah.
That's how I look like you got me.
I was going like 55 in a, how was it? No, it was a 35. I was going 50, almost 55 in a 35.
Really?
Yeah, and in 10 feet. This is the last time I've actually pulled over. And I'm flying, just because again, I'm kind of speeding. I had a light float before I started the job, and then after doing this job for so long, I kind of lost that light float. But I was just flying down the lane when a person pulled out into my lane, and I'm clearly going much faster than they were, so I expected them to move out of my way.
Right.
Since they didn't bother waiting for me.
And they didn't.
No. So I whip around them and whip right back in front of them to make my point clear, you know?
Right.
Pay attention to the cars on the road. And the cops saw all of that, and that's what. So he pulls me over. He's like, what was that for? Like, why'd you do that? I was like, 'cause they pissed me off. They blocked me, they got in front of me, and they didn't move. I'm like, you got me, so fuck it, you know, I don't care.
Right.
I did wrong, you busted me, alright, let's just give me my ticket, we'll go on my way.
Right. I feel you on that. I'm gonna fight with you. It's like, come on, you just gonna stop real fast.
Yeah.
Here's what it
In
is.
4 miles, turn right at East
I
Indian
don't have
School
to
Road.
you know, but honestly, man, I just started driving my car like that because I started working on here in South Scottsdale. I used to work downtown. I walked to work everybody's saying, oh, I have a nice car and I drive it. That's why I have a nice car. I don't drive it.
Yeah.
I don't spend fucking stupid money on gas. But of course I got the premium.
Take the next right on the East Indian School Road.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a high octane, you know, engine. Like,
Oh, yeah.
fucking oil change alone, like 250, 260.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's a 17 quart tank, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Continue on East Indian School Road for 1 mile.
Tires, you're looking at 300-400 a piece.
Uh-huh.
That's low end.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not even like your Pirellis, anything like that. Like, shit's insane.
Oh, yeah. I would totally, if I had a car but didn't really need to utilize it, I would totally not be utilizing it.
I like that shit's in my garage.
Yeah, because as you said, all the gas, the wear and tear stuff, the wearables, the wearables, whatever they call them.
They're expensive.
Oh, yeah.
That adds up quick.
Uh-huh. And then look at you, something went wrong, and
Yeah.
you got to get your brakes replaced, and that was $1,500.
Right. On top of whatever his damn brake line can be.
Well, now on top of that, but
So it's like, fuck, dude.
yeah, if you don't have to drive, I wouldn't drive it either.
No, I definitely like driving it back.
Right.
But I had my fun when I first got it. I went through like 2 sets of tires, you know, like I said, I had my fun.
Right.
You know, and I definitely drove the car. You know, but yeah, now I'm just like, fuck, dude.
Weeks back, I had a conversation with an elderly guy I picked up, and the first thing he did was compliment me on the color of the car. And he's like, I had a early 70s Corvette that was this color, and he's telling me all these stories about how he used to like drive that car, like because he was young, you know. He's like, I think it was San Fran. He said he was like, I was just flying through all the streets of San Fran. Like he's like, I look back on it now, I was lucky, but you know, I was always flying that car. He's like, I got my money's worth out of that car.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Buckboard Trail.
I'm like, what happened to it? My wife at the time wanted to start a family, so she made me sell it. Oh, that's fucked up.
No way.
He's like, glad I kind of realized at the time I needed to grow up too.
No
So
fucking way. You know,
yeah.
Turn left onto North Buckboard Trail.
I'll just buy a different
I
car.
was gonna say, we'll have two cars.
I mean, you know, fucking way.
Yeah, especially if it was me. My favorite car is always been Corvette. So if I ever got my hands on one,
Right.
no, even like I'm with my wife now 16 years. There's no way she would have ever been able to tell me to sell it.
Hell no.
Like, no, that's quite alright.
Continue straight, then turn right.
I don't care that we have 3 kids. They're all going to be damn near 6 feet tall. We're keeping this Corvette. Oh, is it through there?
Yeah, you go that way. That way you don't have to turn all the way through. I'll show you that.
So yeah, it's only go straight.
That's fine. Even though that sign says do not enter.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
I didn't see
it's all
it.
good. I just know that because I work right here.
Right.
So you keep going, do one. It's gonna be right here on the right, but I'll just hop out the way you want to go that way. Cool. You stop looking at it.
Right here?
Yeah, because it's right there. See where there's a little
Oh, okay. Cool.
Appreciate
All
you,
right,
man.
thank you.
You have a good one.
Thank you. You as well.
Yep.
Thank you.
One pickup note added for this ride west toward North Brown Avenue.
Not taking that way.
Turn right onto North Brown Avenue, then turn right onto North Drinkwater Boulevard. Take the next right onto North Drinkwater Boulevard. Continue on North Drinkwater Boulevard for 3/4 of a mile. In a quarter mile, turn left onto North 74th Street, North Civic Center Plaza. Turn left onto North 74th Street, North Civic Center Plaza. In 800 feet, turn left onto East Earl Drive. Take the next left onto East Earl Drive. In 1,000 feet, turn right onto North 76th Street, North Miller Road. Take the next right onto North 76th Street, North Miller Road. In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East Thomas Road. Take the next right onto East Thomas Road, then turn right onto North 75th Place.
the next right onto North 75th Place, then turn left to stay on North 75th Place. Take the next left to stay on North 75th Place, then you will arrive at your destination.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Oh, no, it's not her. All right, Vince. Vince?
Yeah.
All right. And we're headed to 1939 East Missouri Avenue?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. All right. Do you happen to have a radio station you'd like to listen to along the way?
In 1,000 feet, turn left to stay on North 75th Place.
And then if at any point during the trip you would like me to make any kind of changes with the climate inside the car, just let me know. Oh, I said if at any point throughout the trip you would like me to make any kind of changes with the climate inside the car, just let me know.
Awesome, thank you. I'll go here.
All right.
Take the next right onto East Thomas Road. Continue on East Thomas Road for 3/4 of a mile. Turn right onto North 68th Street. Take the next right onto North 68th Street. Continue on North 68th Street for 1.5 miles.
Oh, it's going all right. How about yours?
Not bad at all. Good. Can't complain with the weather now.
Yeah. I'm so happy with how fast it cooled off tonight.
I know. My friends are in town. Probably in the Airbnb. They all got like their flight got delayed, so we're hanging out, but they're gonna go soon. So
Yeah. I was inside. And,
they enjoy the weather. They get down every time.
yeah. I was inside my house, and then I went outside to get something for my wife as I was getting ready to go, and she was sitting outside. And I stepped outside. I was like, whoa! Like it had calmed down. It had cooled off drastically.
Yeah, we did a little bit of golfing this morning, and then they're all from Chicago.
Oh yeah.
And then I usually it's like heavy, but it wasn't too bad. It was bad for that.
Yeah. Well, I feel earlier today was super hot. But I think that's because I was in my car a lot.
Yeah. I didn't even know it rained last night, so I went outside. My car was dirty. I was like, oh, all right.
Well, I was gonna say, I saw my windows had some, were dirty this morning, but the night before it threw me off because I was in bed and I kept hearing sounds like somebody was dragging something down my street. So I finally got out to go check it out, and I opened my front door to see what's going on, and my oldest is just standing out of my driveway as it's raining. I was like, where the hell did this rain even come from? Like, there was hardly any clouds in the sky all day long.
Yeah, it literally was like, I think like 4:30 yesterday, 5:30. We were on the pool, and then got out of the pool. It was like, it's raining. I'm like, nah, you're good. So, over the morning, my car was filthy. I was like, I guess it rains, all right.
Yeah, well, the other night really threw me off because I wasn't expecting it at all. And then last night when I was working, and up until about 5:40, but I did spend some time up in Glendale and Peoria before that, and you could see rain like further out around North Phoenix and all that. But I didn't think we were gonna get like we didn't. You could see the clouds and stuff, but I didn't think we were getting any in my house. And then it did, not much, but it did.
Yeah.
And then tonight, I've seen lots of lightning.
You guys some lightning tonight?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, even the other night when I was hearing what sounded like people were dragging stuff down my street, it was actually thunder. I was
Turn
hearing
left
thunder.
onto East Camelback Road.
Yeah, I've seen lightning out that way.
This little guy usually tells me there's lightning thunder. Come hide in like the bedroom.
Yeah.
Because we will go hide too, right? Yeah, it was pretty loud last night, but
Turn left onto East
Yeah, I
Camelback
don't think there
Road.
was any thunder or lightning last night. There definitely was the night before. But yeah, I've seen the lightning and it's been out that way a couple times.
oh, okay, so I used to.
Yeah, so it's out that way heading this way, I think. Whoever knows anymore.
Yeah, we golfed in Phoenix this morning. The course is still a little wet, and the manager came out and he was like, yeah, you have a little puddles out there. The one kept circling out. So I was like, no, man, how did I not do it? All right.
Yeah, it's all. Phoenix rain is always weird.
I love it. I think people are talking about this monsoon's early. I'm like, oh, you live in Phoenix. There's really no time to do a monsoon.
Well, the monsoon, yes. If this was to be considered like the monsoon, it is early. The monsoon season is generally late June.
Yeah.
I did hear a phrase earlier on the radio where they called it the Maysoon, I was like, oh, that's a nice little play on words because this kind of is like the monsoon.
Yeah.
But I think this is actually dealing with the El Nino. Or El Nino, sorry, El Nino.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So I think, because I had a conversation a couple months ago with a passenger, and he was talking about the El Nino and the La Nina, and we had been in La Nina for a couple years since late 2020, and that was why there were such weather discrepancies, and the El Nino was going to be coming in, and we were going to hit the El Nino stage for a bit, and I'm remembering to a point in time when El Nino was coming in, it was crazy, similar type of like weather, and I think that's what this is the El Nino coming in.
I remember years back when we were getting slammed with it, back and forth.
Yeah.
February, March, April. People were like swimming in the canals. But yeah, I've been out here for 18, 17, 18 years. It's really unpredictable.
Oh yeah.
Take the rain and look again, stop complaining about it.
Yeah, I'm born and raised here. So it very much is unpredictable until monsoon. And when I was growing up, monsoon wasn't unpredictable. When you had monsoon coming in, you knew what you were going to get. You were going to get dust storms, you knew you were going to get a lot of lightning, and you were going to get rain. And then when we hit into I want to say from like 2005 on up, then monsoon became unpredictable. You still got the lightning and you still got the dust storm, but the rain was questionable. And then 2021 to 2022 monsoons were very reminiscent of when I was a kid. And I learned, thanks to that one guy, that could be because of La Nina. That's what that weather system brought, was the more rain.
Yeah, I've been out here for so long, I'm not complaining about it.
Oh yeah, no. I'll take
turn off the AC, open the doors, not moving.
I'll take the rain any day of the week.
Yeah, exactly. There's just so many people that are like transplants out here. They're just scared to drive the rain. I grew up in Los Angeles, rains all the time. And it's overcrowded, it's not hard to drive, it's not just enjoy it.
Well, the thing with the roads here is because we don't get rain very often. So what happens is when it first rains, there's all the oil in the street gets lifted, so it does become slick.
We were just talking about this tonight, like the oil in the antifreeze, remember they just blast their ACs, sitting on stoplights.
So
I mean, it's like, even on the freeways, everybody's stopping and go, like, as soon as it starts sprinkling, everybody's like 45, 60, 55.
yeah.
I'm like, tonight, I'm like, I'm not going to drive, I don't have a drink, so I'm definitely not going to be stopping to kill it, stopping to go. I got rear-ended last year during like a previous one, somebody in a round bar, and it's still, like, my insurance is still fighting out, I'm like, not going to do it.
How was that even something flat? You were rear-ended. Like, how was that something flat? You were rear-ended.
The guy didn't have like rental car insurance, so he kind of used his credit card insurance. So his credit card insurance, like, he admitted that, like, he didn't break quick enough. So now they're like, you know what, you gotta do this with your own insurance. So my insurance is doing credit card, is doing his own insurance.
That's it.
I paid my deductible, I fixed my car, like, it was very little damage, but I have a newer SUV, so it's got like all this sensors on it. So it cost, like $2,600. My deductible next to nothing, I've got a pretty big record, but my insurance is like, well, they can pay for it. He admitted it, to the cost, and now it's just his insurance, now wanting to pull over to me. I tell people all the time, like, get rental car insurance.
Oh yeah, I always get the insurance where I'm fully covered.
Yeah. I used to work at rental cars for like 8, 9 years.
Okay.
I cover people all the time. The hassle. But even if you get full coverage on a car, as long as you return the keys, you're not liable for the car.
Yeah.
That means negligence is stupid.
Yeah.
We had people return like Jeep Wranglers that had like a suspension was all messed up. They're like, yeah, I'm taking it off road. Like, well, your insurance is covered. Why? Because I'm taking it off road.
Right.
If people write Corvettes with peel out the tires, you measure the tires with your back, like, all right, I'm not gonna come out.
Yeah, there was a time where I rented a car so I could drive out to El Paso with my wife. I was renting her for our anniversary, and on the way back, there was a metal headboard type, like a wrought iron, like just headboard or something like that, part of a bed frame that was nearly the same color as the street. And I saw the car in front of us react to it, but we were too close. Like, there wasn't much we could do, and I hit it, and it slammed up in the bottom of the car. And when I got it back to the Enterprise, we had looked, and you could see where like one of the sides did get slammed up into the bottom. It was like bent. And the guy's like, "You got the full coverage, you're fine." Yeah. He didn't even care. It was just like, okay. Well, I'm always getting that coverage because, yep.
Some people don't know, like, liability for $1 million. It's nobody wrong. Just make sure. That's been the thing. Like, I've had people who, I remember back, like, I remember like 5, 6, 7 years ago when the 60 flooded. People had their car stuck in the 60. And they were like, yeah, we just try to avoid the rain and we got stuck. I'm like, all right, yeah, you're fully covered, you're good to go, here's a new car.
Yeah,
really? And I'm like, yeah.
That's the worst when you try to avoid something and then it gets worse.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had that happen. My wife and I lived over at 24th Street in Oak here.
Okay.
And we wanted to go to Arizona Mills. And we started taking the 51. I don't remember why exactly we got off, but we went down to Baseline. We were just going to take Baseline all the way down. And Baseline was so bad at this time that I literally was watching like branches just glide down the street.
Okay.
So at that point we were like, all right, we just got to pull over and kind of wait this out a little bit. And so there's a Walgreens at 40th Street in Southern. And so we turned and we just went up there and we were going to wait it out. We ended up having no choice because I didn't realize the Walgreens entrance dipped. And so as soon as we went through it, the entire front end of my car was suddenly submerged in water. And I stalled out for like an hour and a half. And all that just because I was trying to avoid how bad Baseline was flooding. So I feel sorry for those people who were like, yeah, we were trying to avoid it, but we ended up in the worst situation because of it. Because yeah, that happened to us. We were stuck with a child who was a couple months old just sitting outside of a Walgreens for an hour and a half, waiting for my car to start again.
Yeah, the situation didn't get bad, it was worse, and then it's like, oh my god, gotta make it, I was just 100% hot, what's going on?
Yeah.
And the guy hit me, like, rear-ended me, I was like, alright, whatever. And then he was like, what was the red part? And immediately I was like, you're the sheriff? He was like, no. So, like, I knew for him, like, he admitted to it, and I was like, oh, it's a good police officer, good parts, on your car, let's just,
Yeah.
you didn't have insurance and everything, show me. I think I got that full time. I guy with a rental car, and I got to charge somebody with a credit card, $27,000 for like a all right. Because it's just really damaged. You have no insurance. Your credit card's not complying. The insurance company won't let us go back. So they just ruined your credit.
Oh yeah.
And now you just pay for the car. You get it for the
Yeah. I won't. Yeah, I won't take a chance.
There was a movie, what is it, the Fockers? Where he's like, oh, the rental car's insurance is fraud. I'm like, it's not. It really is not. Like, I remember seeing that, like, when it came out, I was like, oh, no.
It's always fun when you work in a industry and then you watch a movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're using, like, with his stepbrothers. And he's like, oh, the worst rental cars, you know, they teach you how to be a manager. And I was like, they do.
Guys, I worked at the MGD for like 7.5 years.
But nobody says, though. Nobody tells you there's a lot of money on rental cars.
Oh yeah.
You sell the insurance, when you do upgrades, things like that.
Really?
You make good money, yeah, commission-wise.
I didn't know you can get commission for that.
I was in my 20s, like, going out of college, and some of us are making $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month.
The hell?
If you get somebody who comes in, they have like a mid-sized car reserve, and now they have a 6-person to join your trip. Everybody needs to see those upgrades with an SUV or B-Man. You can pay for every dollar that you upgrade.
Huh.
So the upgrade, and here's the secret, man. The upgrade can be $10 or $100. It really depends on the need.
Because there's been times I've been upgraded, but it's free. I didn't
Oh,
pay
yeah.
for it.
Most of the time, you get an
In a
upgrade
quarter mile, turn right onto North 20th Street.
Like,
Yeah.
but to me, SUVs a lot. They're not the mid-size. You'll say things like, oh, yeah, you know what? Upgrade for that. It's free upgrade. Things like that. But it is based on customer service as well.
Right. Well, it's always been there's something wrong with the car. We don't have
If you
something
go
right.
later in the day, they're a lot smaller. Grab what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's never been like, oh, just having a little conversation with you. Let's just go ahead and upgrade you. It's always been like, well, we don't have what you were trying to get.
Yeah. I was in Texas a couple months ago, and I flew to Austin, and I rented like an SUV, and the guy's like, oh, you know, I don't have an SUV, and I was like, you got a Tesla sitting right there, I'll take that. He's like, all right, this is how much you do. I was like, no, I think if you want to make me a completely satisfied customer, I think you need a Tesla. Those are the magic words of enterprise, national, and Alamo. If you let them know you'll be completely satisfied, they'll give you whatever you want. But at the end of the day, like at the end of the round, you'll get a call, say how was this person, how was the experience, and every one of your answers are completely satisfied, and make that branch.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
I tell people all the time, they're like, hey,
Yeah, we rented a minivan last week from Enterprise, and we were going up to the Rim, and so we get it for the weekends because my kids are all like 5'10" and stuff like that. So they ended up they talked us into downgrading because my wife was trying to get an SUV, but then it turned out we do the SUV or the truck or whatever. You got to have an actual major credit card.
yeah.
But the lady was like, but I mean, we can go ahead and we'll get you into a minivan, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right.
Parking lot coming up there, like, that guy in the corner, like, he is always got some shit going on. A couple months ago, they had a flash grenade out of his house.
Oh, is that what I was seeing on like Nextdoor about a barricaded situation?
He rents the house. And this is like, this will last like this year. It's like a good time. But last couple months ago, he actually.
Head south on North 20th Street. In a quarter mile, turn left onto East Camelback Road. Turn left onto East Camelback Road. In 800 feet, turn right. Take the second right, then turn right.
Hello, Cheyenne, headed to Arcadia Cove. Hey, do you guys happen to have a radio station you'd like to listen to along the way? Okay. And then if at any point you guys would like me to make any kind of changes with the climate inside the car, just let me know.
In 800 feet, turn left onto East Highland Avenue. Turn left onto East Highland Avenue. In a quarter mile, turn right onto North 24th Street. Take the next right onto North 24th Street.
on North 24th Street for 3/4 of a mile. In a quarter mile, turn left on East Indian School Road. Take the next left on East Indian School Road. Continue on East Indian School Road for 2 miles. Turn right onto North 44th Street. Take the next right onto North 44th Street. Continue on North 44th Street for 1.5 miles. Turn right at East Monte Vista Road. Take the next right at East Monte Vista Road, then turn left.
So when we go in, we're going to the right or the left?
Just at the front.
Just up front?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, it's not that far behind.
Okay. So in front of the office?
No, take the next left, then your destination will be on the right.
All right. Thank you. You guys have a good night.